Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to Charles Barkley talk about LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith and how they looked from his perspective. Alright, so we're going to check that out. Make sure you subscribe if this your first time here. Click that like button. That's how they push the video. I appreciate you. Now let's check out this content. Let's go.
Better week, LeBron James or Stephen A. Smith?
They both had an awful week.
Dang.
They both had an awful week.
Okay.
LeBron, he's too big to be that type of bully. To bully Stephen A. and to bully Brian Windhorst.
Bullying
Brian
media.
Windhorst is a sweet person, man. He's just trying to do his thing. And I've always liked LeBron, but him being a bully, it turned me off, Dan. But I will say that Stephen A., the way he reacted was so lame and weak. And Stephen A. is a good dude, man. For him to react, LeBron, like I say, I blame him for starting the bullying.
Chuck be going back
on
and
Pat's
forth.
show just bullying people. Because, LeBron, he's a control freak. He knows everything he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows everything he's doing. He knew when he walked up to Stephen A. what he was doing. But the way Stephen A. reacted, going on Gilbert's podcast, talking tough, and I said, come on, man, you're better than that. So there's only losers, Dan, in this scenario. Us, the sports media. You got the biggest star in the game. You probably got the biggest star on television, and they both look bad, in my opinion.
Now, I liked his perspective because after the dust settled, it does kind of look like that. Like, Stephen A. went on Gilbert Arenas dressed like Nino Brown, going in on LeBron. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what time it is. And then you got LeBron that went on Pat McAfee, and he goes back at Stephen A. But it's like, y'all really could have had that conversation behind the scenes. And Stephen A. did look like kind of lame for how he moved after the fact, right? And then LeBron did look like a bully. So I understand his perspective because LeBron shouldn't be trying to bully media to not say nothing about Bronny, but Stephen A. could have used more class. I ain't gonna say Stephen A. was lame, but he could have did it with more class what he did, instead of going on Gilbert and going crazy. After the fact, when you sit back and look at everything, you go, you know what? Yeah, man, they could have handled that better. They both could have, handled the situation better. And it ain't a good look for Stephen A., biggest guy in media, LeBron, biggest basketball star, to be publicly having a spat. No, it don't look good. They could have did that behind the scenes. So I like Charles Barkley's perspective on it. I definitely said LeBron was trying to bully media when it first happened, right? I was on that train too. Like, yo, he's trying to bully media. And then as you listen to Stephen A. go in, you're like, okay, this is just getting too crazy now. Because Stephen A. talking like, yo, I got some secrets and I'm about to let them go. That's how Stephen A. talking. So it's like, I kind of don't want that. Like, I got LeBron ranked where I got him ranked, right? Top 10, he around that for me, right? But I look at him and the things off the court, and I appreciate those things. Him being a family man, raising his kids, it's a good thing to look at. Him giving back to the community. We know he done did that plenty of times. So it's like, yo, he done did some good things. He got a bunch of brothers around him that he brought up that he knew. These are the things off the court that I look at LeBron and go, okay, this is what's up. On the court, I think, just because somebody don't got him ranked number 1 or number 2 or number 3, don't mean they hating on LeBron. It just mean they see the game different, and that's where people get conflicted at. They think a person hate LeBron because they don't got him ranked where they got him ranked. It's like, no. I mean, I see the game different. The best player I ever seen is right behind me. Boom. Kobe Bryant. Best receiver I ever seen, right behind me too. Randy Moss. Best rapper, Tupac, that I ever heard. So I got the GOATs for me up here. But I know Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, it's all about different perspectives. But y'all let me know, what do you think about Charles Barkley saying LeBron and Stephen A need to chill out? Stephen A being lame, LeBron being a bully. Put it down in the comments. As always, if this is your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.